Hey y'all. So today I wanted to give a demo on how we can utilize an external DNS provider, specifically Cloudflare in this example, to bring a domain managed by Cloudflare for our applications into our IBM Cloud ROKS on satellite cluster and then actually expose applications in our cluster through Cloudflare and enable WAF rules to actually defend the application and do some advanced traffic inspection and blocking at a content distribution network level. So, what we're going to see is in our cluster, we're going to have an application, and that application is actually going to be exposed on a route. And we'll see it's that sample app Tyler 1 demo. And then what we're going to see is we're actually going to have a ingress controller. Operator that is going to service the app and actually services the subdomain for the application as well. So now let's work back on how we added that subdomain to the cluster. So what we're going to do is actually list the domains that we have for the cluster. And we're going to see I have a default domain that comes with my cluster and a domain that I actually integrated with Cloudflare under the apps1 tylersatdemos.com that my ingress controller is actually servicing. And as part of this integration, what's really cool is the service itself, the ROK service, is actually going to automatically provision me Let's Encrypt certificates for my domain that will give me a valid certificate to use and provision the DNS entries within Cloudflare to service the entire subdomain. And then with those provisioned, I can actually go in and choose to proxy them through Cloudflare and then also add in my WAF rules, which we're going to see will actually block um, application traffic. So with this example, we're going to see I'm actually going to block application traffic just on slash, but the other pages we're going to allow through. So with that, let's look at an example of it in action. So we're going to go to sample app 1. And what I want to do here is get my domain that's blocked. And we're going to see that that domain is blocked from Cloudflare. And we're going to get this block page. And if I go to something like slash monitor, it's going to allow me through to actually my backend service. And that shows some of the power there. Now, what I want to show is I actually had an example with all the domains all set up. What we can do live here is actually create a new domain and just watch that go through some of the process. So what we'll do here is actually just go ahead and create the apps2 domain for our cluster. And then we're going to see that we actually get an OK there. And if we go back to Cloudflare and we refresh the page, we're going to actually see the apps2 domain pop up. And we're going to see that initially pop up without being proxied through Cloudflare. But then what we can do is actually edit the proxy status and save that. and do that for each of our domains. And then we'll successfully have everything proxied. And that just shows our end-to-end example on how to, provision applications and then integrate a content delivery network into IBM Cloud Satellite and expose applications to the internet with protection using a content delivery network. So thank you so much for your time and look forward to speaking with you soon.